At the height of the Cold War, many people, including many trade unionists, felt that Australian security was endangered by the infiltration of Australian trade unions by members of the Communist Party. This case arose from a conflict within the Federated Confectioners Association. There was an election for senior positions within the union in late 1978. The secretary of the union, Cains, was a full-time officer, not up for election. He campaigned, though, warning of communist influence within the union and trying to encourage members not to vote for the candidates who he identified as communist. After the election, the new committee included some of the alleged communists, all of whom vehemently denied any suggestion that they were communist. They led a campaign to oust Cains from his position, and this in turn led to a committee meeting which was effectively a trial. The charges themselves were fairly inconsequential. The real purpose of the meeting was to consider whether Cains was fit and proper to remain in his position as secretary. When Cains arrived, he had with him a man named Rominen, who was at that time an articled clerk and who a few months later became a legal practitioner. Rominen was there in order to represent Cains. However, the committee decided not to allow Cains to have legal representation, and Rominen was required to leave. Needless to say, the committee voted to toss Cains out. He took action in the federal court to prevent them from giving effect to that decision. One of the grounds was a denial of natural justice because he had not been allowed to have a legal representative. In the full federal court, Justices Sweeney and St John found that in proceedings where natural justice applies, the denial of legal representation does not automatically mean a denial of natural justice. Their Honours said, on the authorities, there is no absolute right to representation, even when livelihood is at stake. But that is not to say that in all cases a tribunal can refuse it with impunity. The seriousness of the matter and the complexity of the issues, factual or legal, may be such that refusal would offend natural justice principles. So, while there is no right to legal representation, it may be that if the process is complex or the consequences are serious, legal representation might be proper.